Hi. So in the last video, we kind of the completed testing using dependency injection. And in this particular video, we are going to be, taking this further to test the HTML part as well. We had drawn the HTML part, but the component doesn't really work somehow because we had this error, to get. And then we actually made a mistake right here in the component, which is now we have a service user.name, and we're kind of assigning the name property into the name, right? And we just wanted to change the entire object because the service itself is giving in a user object, and I think that's what this the error was. And now you'll notice that all the components they just really run fine. Now it also kind of displays this text right over here. So you notice you're logged in, you're not logged in here. So you can always get to know about your screen what is right there as well. Now, what we need to do is we need to go down to the spec and we need to start testing on the template part. So I'm just going to type in here user uh, component should display username, isn't it? So once you're logged in, right? I mean, in this case you're not, but once you're logged in, it should display the username as well. And we can try to out this from here as well. So I'll just leave this test as blank as of now. And I'll just make some changes to the component here itself. So just go to the component and just change this value. So as of now, this boolean flag is just lying unnoticed. But if I just make it true, right, then it displays login user Ravi, right? And I don't know this where this Z comes from. Yeah, this is not. And this is how it should display. The you know the user logged in user is Ravi, and in this case, in the other case, of course, when you're not logged in. I mean, this is something that I'm manually checking as of now, but we need to do it in the testing part, right? So go to the component and just say it false, and then you're not logged in. So what we will do is we'll just try and test this functionality right here, the component part. Now to do this, of course, I'm just going to use the fixture again, and I'll just type in here. Give me the compiled version of it. Like when I say compile, really, I really mean after Angular has really done the work, and whatever it places, within these divs. So the HTML part. Give me the HTML part of this. Now to do this, you can access the component and type in here fixture, which kind of still represents our component right here. We're not really creating an instance, accessing a fixture. And then I'm just going to access the native element from it, and all right, maybe native element as of now, and then we'll just do the expectation right here. So what is the expectation now? So the expectation is to expect the compiled template right here to have the text content part. So I'll just write it here text. So we'll use the query selector and use the paragraph. So we'll select the paragraph and look on for a test component. I mean, if you're not really sure about this you can also do this console.log here. I'll type in a console.log this value, right? And we'll at least get to know what is the value right now. And then we can always type in here to contain, and you really need this to contain your username, isn't it? So component dot user dot name. Somehow this thing, right? So, and let's just go down to here. Now the test case really fails. It contains you're not logged in. It's because we are actually not logged in, and so we'll need to log in first. Now to log in, we'll need to do something here, which is need the access the component instance, and then I'm just going to type in here logged in and make it true right here. in the test case. So once you're logged in, right? And you'll notice maybe it still doesn't really run as well. And the problem, of course, is like the the things have changed in the component, but then you need to run the change detection again. See, it's running before the test case, but it's not running while you've changed something in the component. So here you're going to type in the same thing possibly. So I'm just going to copy this and run the change detection again. So hopefully now it should detect the logged in component, should display this here on the UI. And I mean, as of now, it was you're not logged in, and then we'll be able to do this maybe. And you notice, so now we have changed this right here, and then the user is able to contain the the name as well. Now, on the other side, when the user is not logged in, we need to think about that as well. So just go down here, and by default, you don't really need to change anything because it's being marked as false in the component. So you just say this: the component shouldn't display in the. This needs to be converted into double quotes because I'm just trying to use a single quote here as well. And to and possibly we'll just put up a not in all of that. So now if I just do contains, right, of course it's going to fail because as of now it doesn't really contain. It just says you're logged in too. So I just need to negate this, right? Now there are various methods, of course, you can go through them right here, but there's nothing like a not right here. So I'll just use the to contain.